Hi guys, welcome back to the Global Gaming Podcast. Almost called it the Dark Souls podcast again. Wouldn't want to do that. And we're here with another chaotic episode. I was supposed to be recording the episode this time, but due to my computer being a bitch, DolphinVi will be doing it. So there's that. Hopefully next week I'll be recording it though. But anyway, if you guys are stuck around last week's episode, you may remember we were talking about unpopular gaming opinions we had. And I, for the life of me, couldn't think of one. Well, I finally thought of one, and I'm going to say what it is. And, it's actually going to be really disappointing and stuff, but I thought I'd share it. And that unpopular opinion is that I think The Last Guardian is a pretty good game. And I think a lot of its flaws have been over-exaggerated. I don't want to say none of the flaws that people have talked about are there, like some of the frame rate problems and whatnot, and some of the controls can be a little bit weird and whatnot. But it's a lot of people talk about it like it's some sort of unplayable mess, and I'm like, it's really not that bad, guys.
Yeah. The controller's a bit off. Well, yeah, that's just the kind of game it is.
Oh yeah, but a lot of people are like,
trolling. Dolphin, are you trolling PUBG? Because I like The Last Guardian.
Yeah, I like The Last Guardian. That's what I'm saying. I like Last Guardian. There were a lot of people when it first came out. They were like, it's an unplayable garbage mess or whatnot. And I'm like, it's really not that bad, guys. Mm-hmm. There was some problems here or there. I didn't experience many frame rate dips, but there were one or two.
I guess Octodad is like ballet by comparison, huh?
Yeah. It's I don't know. I guess I'm primarily getting this from just some older reviews that I recently watched, but some people when it first came out were like, oh, it's an unplayable mess or whatnot, and it's really bad and whatnot, and I'm just like, no, it's not, guys. It's not that bad. Primarily the one that annoyed me was I don't know if you know Red Letter Media, but they have another channel called Previously Recorded where two of the guys talk about game stuff, and it's pretty bad, honestly. A lot of the stuff they talk about are just wrong. Not because I necessarily disagree with some or they like something because I don't like it or whatnot. It's just their reasoning behind a lot of stuff is really bad. It's not nearly as good as their film channel, in my opinion. And I watched their Last Guardian video, and it was just probably one of the worst videos on their channel. And they were just there's nothing about the game works, but it's boring. It's this or that stuff, and I'm just it kind of triggered me a bit. I'm like, it's not that bad, guys, you know.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they even played any other games made by that company. In Shadow of the Colossus, controlling that is next to impossible.
Well, they said they played Shadow and Colossus and really liked that one. Oh yeah, I think the major complaint that they had and a lot of other people had was that the cat dog thing, Trico, was impossible to control. And I'm like, yeah, and all I can think is I don't know. I played it once and stuff. That was a while ago. I plan on replaying it soon. But the one time I played it, when I played it near around the time when it first came out, I was like, this isn't so bad, guys. He was a little annoying to control, but it was nothing that was hair pulling out frustrating. It felt like it was its own person in a way that you had to guide a bit. But it never really got too frustrating, at least not for me. I don't know, maybe this is all based on subjectivity though, because I'm saying for me I didn't have this problem, for me I didn't have that. I don't know, maybe I'm the one person who didn't get the bad version of the game, and maybe the other version, everyone else got a bad version.
Maybe.
So there, are you still there, Inquisitor?
I'm still here.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're just being quiet for a bit.
Oh, hey, Lethality.
I came across a video that just makes me...
What's that?
A video that makes me... He's so mad he's silent.
Mm-hmm.
What video did you come across?
Hang on. Or do you all want to see this?
Hold on, he needs to mute himself.
I mean, just describe it to me.
Hold on. I know exactly where to put it. Hang on. I'll put it right here.
Okay. God damn it.
What the I tell him, yo, debate me, and he's like, nah. But he'll debate. Nah.
Powerful demon plays this. The song says. That's me.
and someone took the liberty of inserting JonTron reactions along with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it.
Where are you gonna put it? Video suggestion? No.
No.
Video updates? Nope.
So I'm watching this. Like, let me see. Hmm. I mean, it's creepy, but it's not like the worst thing like I've ever seen. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's creepy, but it's like so far, it's like I guess it is kind of creepy.
For someone who can't
I'm like,
see it, how bad is it?
It's just the way it's really
it's
weird.
just-
Okay.
Okay,
It's
I'll
just
have to
some,
watch
like-
it later then.
I'll show you
It has
later.
to be an SFW. Yes, there it is.
I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm just so fucked up.
That reminds
Like maybe
yeah.
my brain's just fucked up because I've seen so much fucked up shit and whatnot. But I'm like, yeah, that's pretty low tier in terms of weird anime stuff I've seen.
Yeah, maybe that's it, Papa G. I mean, we all see weird stuff and we get desensitized to it.
It's just like,
Oh my god, this FBI sign with warning scrolling across the background says "you sick fuck."
for those who aren't seeing the video, it's just pretty much some sort of demon guy creeping on like a 12-year-old cat girl or whatnot. like not really raping her, but like just kind of like doing a bunch of creepy shit to her. It's like really weird. And, like it's definitely weird.
He's just petting her ears basically, and she's reacting in this very sultry
sexual,
manner.
in a very sexualized, orgasmic like way.
Every time she reacts, JonTron pipes in with like this weird, freaked out reaction.
So, how's it going, Lethality? What's up with you?
Nothing much.
I think he just released a new video today, I think. I need to
Yeah,
finish
I
watching that.
I just posted.
I'm gonna need to
would that
watch
be?
that.
The one time I decide, hey, you know, I'm going on Facebook, I can find something interesting. I go on there, I find some Aussie news network basically saying all men rape women. I'm like, yeah, I found my next video.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
I do hope that in the video, like I'm in the support of women being harassed in any way. Because
Oh, by
I'm
the
not
way-
gonna lie, I make fun of her a lot. I think I posted memes I made of her.
Oh yeah, by the way,
In my experience, if someone's going to accuse you of that, they know full well what you mean, but they're just being malicious about it.
also, by the way, Lethality, I've been meaning to talk about this for you for a while, and since you're here, it seems like a great time. I have a problem with one of your videos. A video you made. It was a video you made probably like forever ago. It was a
Hang
video
on,
on.
Let me channel so I can actually see which one.
It was your video on like Dear White People, I think it was.
That's it. No, I know what you're about to say.
What am I gonna say?
You're gonna say that the show was satire.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me that. I didn't vibe. Honestly,
You keep on cutting out. Can you repeat that?
After basically, yeah, I see. When I saw that at first, I was younger. I was like, yeah, they're definitely against white people. But then, after a long time ago, after a lot of thinking, I've been like, huh. I think they may have been trolling.
Well, like I'm just
Well,
like
it worked because they trolled you.
Yeah, they did.
I was bringing that up just because it's like I was bringing that up because like when the trailer first came out, I remember Google searching the show and almost instantly realizing, oh, okay, the show's satire, and like it took me like a couple of seconds. So that told me.
I'm not deleting that video though.
Oh no, well I'm
refuse
just
to
saying.
do that.
I'm just saying, Lethality. It shows to me how much research you did. I'm just saying, it took me like
Yeah, that was a younger me.
it was like a year ago.
Oh, hang on.
I'm not
exactly.
I'm not
So
angry.
we're more experienced now.
I'm
We
not,
all
I'm not
do
angry.
dumb things when we're inexperienced YouTubers.
I can spot trolls now. All right.
It's like, I'm not angry or anything, and it may seem weird to bring it up, but it was just like, when that controversy was going on, it was really bothering me, because like, everyone left and right was saying, this is terrible, why is Netflix doing this, blah, 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 and I'm like, guys, I'm just this one guy going, hey, guys, I Google searched the series, took me about 5 seconds, and it says it's satire, guys. And like, I got into an argument on someone on the YouTube comment section about it. Like, I was saying to this person, guys, you don't understand, it's satire. You're saying, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. You just hate white people or whatnot. And I'm like, no, dude, I don't hate white people. I'm saying it's satire. And like, he just wouldn't listen. He just kept on accusing me of like hating white people, even though I'm a white person myself. It was
Wait, you are?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Wait, you didn't know that?
I'm being facetious.
Okay. But it was just really funny because I was just like, everyone else is like freaking out over it, and I'm like, hey guys, it took me like 2 Google searches to find this. You guys clearly didn't do many research.
I just realized I have the same number of subscribers as I do videos.
Oh.
I have 63 videos and 63 subs.
Oh, something to start.
I gained 1 sub for video I post. I feel depressed.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get more subscribers soon. Before you came in, just to catch you up really quick, before you came in, I just mentioned that I have a controversial opinion, and that is I think The Last Guardian is a good game, and the problems with it were exaggerated.
Yeah,
so
the problem is no one else thinks that.
Well, there were definitely people.
Opinion.
There were definitely people out there who were saying the game was unplayable. But you're right, it's not that controversial. But I wanted to share it because I felt like I had loose ends.
What is this guy doing to this girl? I've seen, man, experience in this movie. I have an entire folder. All right, I have it categorized. I know what I'm looking at.
I think I've seen too much. I think my mind's just been too poisoned over the years that I'm just like, even shit like that, I'm just like, whatever, even though I should be disgusted and repulsed by it.
That's like me originally with traps. I was like, yeah, nah, but then I was like, hey.
Oh, okay, I'm not even gonna watch this guy's video.
What?
The rest of this.
Louis V. Val? I'm not even gonna watch that video.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at his response to a person's comment, and he says, "You're either with me or with the communist. My way of speech makes it so."
Huh?
What the fucking kind of arrogant is that?
Seriously? With the communist?
Wait, did he say? Where did he say that? When did he say that?
I see you disagree.
Wait, when did he say that? Where did he say that?
If you look at his comment section, the most recent, like, Sargon of Akkad makes a comment saying, "Breaking news: YouTuber known as Louis Lee Val has taken 3 communists hostage at Bethesda HQ. Refuses to release them until a full apology is issued for offending Nazi feelings." Lee Val promised historical revenge unless his demands were met, and then someone just like laughs at that, and then he says, "You're either with me or with the communist. My way of speech makes it so."
Are you sure he's not trolling? Are you sure he's not trolling?
I would
He
hope
is
so,
trolling,
if it's like that.
Oh.
Isn't that comment? Then yeah.
I got to better explain to lethality to people at home. Lethality and people at home. Before this podcast started, I was telling DolphinVi and Inquisitor about this video. Louis Lee View made over a year ago about Wolfenstein 2 before the game even came out. And his point was that Wolfenstein 2 was an indefensible purchase because he said it was an indefensible purchase because apparently in one ad some guy said remember always punch Nazis, and he took that as justifying the actions at Charlottesville, and he then said that's justifying violence against people you disagree, and he was saying that's an unforgivable thing to justify blah blah blah, and that if you buy this game then you're pretty much you're a hypocrite because you complain about other things in the gaming industry but not this and whatnot.
Buying a game about fighting Nazis on Earth and Venus is somehow unpolitically correct? How?
Well, he's saying he doesn't care about the stuff that are that's in the game. He just cares he's pretty much the moment they did that in the ad, any sympathy he had for them was lost because it's they're justifying a crime.
He's upset because they used advertisements that had real life communists and attack their opponents or whatever.
And apparently, like, and also, like I said, apparently, like, he took something as, like, contributing to Charlottesville or whatnot. Like, I don't know how Punch a Nazi was, like, connected to Charlottesville. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't, but...
Hold on. I remember a video about, hang on, let me look this up real quick. I remember there was a video from the Washington Post. They had a video... It runs over and punches him in the face.
You keep cutting out. Can you repeat that?
I hate man. I really do.
Yeah.
I remember I did a video on a person who was basically a Nazi, had the
Was that
the whole,
Richard
like, you know,
Spencer,
red...
that one?
Yeah. No, it wasn't Richard Spencer. It was legit swab or on his arm. And he was just...
Is Lethality?
And he was talking to this one person, and then he does the little salute thing, and then this random guy comes out of nowhere and just whacks him right in the jaw.
Oh yeah, this was that the no free speech allowed in America, or this space video you did?
This is America.
Yeah, so I think there was
Wait,
one
one
video
second.
like that you did.
Going down to my list of videos. Where is it? Man, how do I love how I forget my own videos I do. Yeah, wait, no.
Well, it's part of being a YouTuber. You do so many, you just forget it after a while.
Hey, Papa G, you can put your butterfly knife away, please.
What do you mean, my butterfly knife?
being an edgelord.
There's some clicking noise in the background. That does make it.
Sorry, those are some. Some toy handcuffs I had.
I don't see anywhere. Oh, there it is.
Handcuffs.
Right here it is.
They're toy handcuffs. They're toy handcuffs.
What are you gonna be restraining with those, Papa G?
They're not real handcuffs. They have
I
like
found
little loose things that you can release with.
I found my video. It's free speech. It's a right that can't be silenced.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, this is an intro for me. I completely forgot about this intro. With the Vanquish gameplay, and it just did the whole lethality thing.
Oh yeah, that one.
So lethality. I'm curious. Like last week we did a thing where we asked everyone what if they have an unpopular gaming opinion that they'd willingly stand by. I'm curious. Do you have one?
I'm sorry. What?
Do you have like any unpopular opinions related to gaming that you would be willing to stand by?
Let's see. Wait, I gotta think real quick. Actually, not. Actually, this is the majority opinion, but I recently got a PS4, and all I have to say is The Last of Us is an overrated game.
Okay.
It's a fun game, but
Yeah.
if you watch any episodes of The Walking Dead, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah. And like here's my here's
Yeah,
my.
well, how does that
problem.
overrate the game, though?
No, I mean, like, it's predictable. That's my problem with it.
My only problem. My problem
Like,
is
I wanted, like, if I like, listen, I'm not saying that like the relationship between Ellie and Joel is Joel is just garbage. I like the relationship. It's just the story itself. I don't like it.
I think I get what you're saying. Lethality. You still there?
Yeah, I'm
Or do you
still here.
Okay, I was worried you cut out for a second. My problem with The Last of Us is that I think it's a decent game. It has very simple but at least somewhat satisfying gunplay.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not great gunplay, but like it's like it feels nice to pull it, which is better than what I can say for Uncharted.
Here's a thing I'm gonna say about a game. Doom multiplayer was the best multiplayer shooter ever. You can fight me on that.
Wait, do you really think that?
I do. I actually do think that.
Okay, well, I haven't played Doom multiplayer, so I'll let Dolphin.
I grew up in...
I didn't really get Doom for the multiplayer, to be honest.
Yeah,
Why do you
most
think-
people don't. I just enjoy it anyway.
I mean, in my view, if you're getting a single-player game for multiplayer, you're kind of missing the point a little bit.
Well,
If
isn't that
like
multiplayer, it's
getting
not
The
gonna
Last
last
of Us?
forever.
Isn't that like in The Last of Us for the multiplayer?
Yeah, didn't you have to pay for that multiplayer though?
The
You have to
multiplayer
pay
was
the
good,
extra.
okay? The multiplayer was good. All right, I'll give them that.
Oh yeah, I wanted to finish what I was saying about The Last of Us. This will be really
Okay,
quick, and we'll get back on topic. I swear. All I'm gonna say is The Last of Us is a decent game. It has a decent-ish story, some pretty good characters, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. My problem with Last of Us is everyone treats it like it's some savior of gaming, that it shows gaming has matured, that gaming is great now. We can now finally resurrect Roger Ebert's dead corpse, show him The Last of Us, and say, ha ha, Roger Ebert, see, games are art. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Or
Yeah,
else
but
games are
Bioshock
not
came
just
out
being damaged, they're being murdered. Is that right, Prodigy?
Look, yeah.
Yeah, but Bioshock came
Yeah.
out before The Last of Us.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I love Roger Ebert, guys. He was a great critic, and he will be missed. But there are some things he was fucking retarded on, and his opinions on video games were one of them, okay? So can we please stop trying to make games, and like every time there's a new artful game that comes out, be like, see, Roger Ebert, games are art now. We don't need to prove to Roger Ebert's dead body that games are some special, super special, awesome medium, because they already are, and they've been so for fucking decades, okay?
Go after someone who isn't dead. There's always Jack Thompson.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, is he even relevant in this day and age?
Probably not.
I'm sure he tries.
But anyway, yeah, that's my big problem with Last of Us. Is it's fine, but like, stop treating it like it's some pinnacle of gaming, because it's really not, guys. If you think The Last of Us is a masterpiece, no offense, you don't know what a masterpiece is. And that's not me trying to diss the game. I'm just saying and stuff. Like, I'm just saying, you know?
As far as exclusive games that had a lot of polish, The Last of Us was really good.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I actually do like The Last of Us. I think it's pretty good, pretty decent. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I thought it was good. But I just don't think it's as good as a lot of people build it up to be. And I think Lethality agrees.
Yeah.
It's funny, Lethality started
Now, I will say this. God of War was a good game and hyped up. I loved the story of it, mainly because
just kind of went silent there.
The mythology.
Lethality, did you cut out?
Did you die?
Get off!
What the fuck's happening? Is everything okay?
Hold on a sec.
Why is he writing a script?
I think he
That
always
game.
plays that.
What the hell? Why are you this?
I really love the Roger
Oh,
Ebert
sorry.
rant.
Lethality is cut out for a bit. We do apologize.
Okay, we'll let him continue his points when he gets back.
Yeah,
But like,
well,
to give to
Lethality
not
curse
to
strikes
toot-
again. Which is, we always have
Not
tech
to toot-
issues whenever I do a collab with Lethality.
not to toot my own horn too much, but I really liked that impromptu Roger Ebert speech I went on.
I'm sure you do.
Come on, you guys liked it, didn't you? Didn't you?
Of course we did, Papa G.
Okay. I just brought up Roger Ebert because like he's like the most famous he like said like video games aren't art or whatnot, and like he was a very respectable guy. So that's why I brought him up. And anyway, how's it been going with you, V? DolphinVi?
That's doing pretty good. I mean, I've gotten one more subscriber lately since I've started to do daily Let's Play content.
That's
and I'm
good.
still considering making a new kind of video to go along with it.
Looking forward to it.
Do the right games, and you just might get a developer commenting and subscribing to your channel.
Yeah. Well, I already
Yeah,
have.
like-
He's called Nexus Games.
Yeah.
In fact, that's Chromazi I'm doing right now. He's the one commenting on all the games I'm doing.
Yeah. And also, Inquisitor has a little game developer friend who's subscribed to him, if I remember correctly. Right?
Yeah.
Apparently, like you were playing a game the other day, and like you liked your.
If I go on
video.
my phone, if I go on my phone, I can check on Twitter here.
Lethality is cut out.
Okay, let's see. Mentions.
Tell Lethality to try his phone. That works great for me.
David Mason.
Ah,
Okay.
cool. So, so let me check one thing. Should we move on to our next topic with Lethality and like just
Apparently,
recap them?
David Mason is the audio guy for Hailstorm Games.
Oh, cool. Sounds really cool.
Take that to mean that he's the audio engineer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, should we move on to our next topic with Lethality, or should we try to wait for him a bit?
Yeah, let's move on. He can come in to the end. We can get his 2 cents on it. I like to
Yeah.
Skyrim keeps selling. Was that one of our topics?
Yeah.
Jim Sterling make a video about Skyrim being the cockroach of the gaming industry.
Probably, yeah. So, like our next topic, until at least until Lethality comes back, is I was wondering, guys, I have my own, but like I was wondering, is there any YouTuber who you liked early on, like maybe in the early days and whatnot, but like nowadays you either can't stand them or just like don't like them?
Not too many, no.
I can't think of too many.
Consistent. In fact, the one I can think of is technically political, so I'd rather not get into it in the podcast.
Okay, fair enough. There is one guy for me and stuff, and that has to do with more of his style changing than anything. Or let me explain. Sorry, it's in my throat. So there's this YouTuber called Mother's Basement, and what he did and still does is he did something kind of unique and interesting and stuff. Like, he's a video game / anime / whatever channel and whatnot. And like he would a lot of times do videos on analyzing the openings of animes and whatnot, and like what they're trying to communicate to the audience. And well, I thought that was really cool because I thought it was something unique, something like no one was really doing at the time. And I subscribed to him because like a lot of his videos I thought were interesting. They brought interesting perspectives on things and were just good. But then like at one point he started taking a lot of advertising deals, which is like fine on paper because like a lot of YouTubers do that, like when they like plug things in their videos. But like he took it to a really great extreme where he would like every single video he would be plugging lots and lots of shit, to the point where he literally joked around in the video saying like, "Hey guys, I'm the shill master," and whatnot. But it wasn't really funny because it's sort of like when like you're saying you're doing something bad, like you joke around about it, but like you do it anyway. But the parts where it really started worrying me was in a Naruto video he did where he was analyzing the openings of all the Naruto openings, and literally 7 different times in that video he stopped to advertise Naruto Online and stuff. So he would just be talking about a video, he's like, also Naruto Online, like 7 solid times. At least that's how many I counted. And after that point, it only got worse and worse. Oh, hey, Lethality. You back? Oh, I thought that was Lethality. Sorry about that. I thought Lethality's back for a second. You guys are still there, right?
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay. So I was saying, after that point, it got like even like worse, where like he would like his ads would get even more awkward and whatnot, and like his video quality was getting worse and worse. And like my final breaking point where I was like, I gotta unsubscribe from you, is like when he did a video analyzing the opening of Rick and Morty and whatnot. And like in the video, literally the whole video, he does horrible impressions of Rick and Morty, and like he admits in the video that they're bad. And like he's like, "Hey Rick, like this is like some guy doing a terrible impression of us." And it's like, so that was like strike one. And another thing was, in the first few minutes while he was doing the impression, he did some sort of shill plugin, and in his Rick and Morty voice, like, "Oh no, we're in a video of some guy shilling some stuff," and like literally the whole video was just woefully unfunny of him just doing a terrible Rick and Morty impression, talking about opening, and I was just like, okay, that's it. It's enough. I gotta unsubscribe from you. You are not what I used. You're not who I initially subscribed to. I'm done.
Or what?
Gonna be
Or
right back,
was
guys.
he? But you
You
just didn't
continue on
notice
without
at
me.
the time.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
It
I
was
noticed
just like-
that maybe it was he was always that way. You just didn't notice it. Maybe in some YouTubers that
Well,
I
like, early
subscribed
on-
for him.
But like early on, he didn't take on very many advertisements. Like early on, like he was completely self-funded. But then, like at a certain point, like he like started taking on some ads, and like at first it was. I think what ultimately was his downfall was he started taking on like it's okay like when some, in my opinion at least, when YouTubers like plug ads in their video, like when they say like, oh, this video is brought to you by this thing, or like go check out this thing. Like you yourself have even done that. But I think he like saw how much money he could make off of doing so many different brand deals. They saw the dollars, and like for a while it really felt like he was doing it out of passion, and maybe he still does do it out of passion. I'm sure he does to a degree. But like it's become more money oriented because he saw how much money he can make through brand deals or whatnot, and it causes
Well, in
quality.
that case, he didn't change. He was always that way. You just didn't notice.
Well, like no, I don't think he was, because early on, like I said, he did brand deals. He only took brand deals later on.
Well, here's what I've learned about money from many business mentors I have. One being Dan Locke, who I have to show for in this podcast. He's a pretty good guy. Is that all money does is it amplifies what's already there. I mean, if you're an incredibly greedy guy who only wants money and nothing but money, then money's just going to make you worse.
Well, one thing for certain is eventually I learned game theory episodes and whatnot, and like he definitely didn't write for game theory in his early days. But I just found that very funny, like how a while ago, I remember learning about that a while ago. I remember learning a while ago that he wrote some episodes for game theory. And I remember thinking, well, it was certainly a right decision for me to unsubscribe to him then. And like it's like really disappointed me that I had to do that, because like I said, like his main concept of the channel, analyzing openings or endings to animes, is pretty unique and not something many people have done, but like he kind of fucked it up, you know?
Yeah.
One thing that is very validating, though, for me at least, is that apparently I wasn't the only one who felt this. Like, if anything, like I felt this later on and stuff. Like apparently, like I was one of the ones that left a little later than others, but like a lot of people were bothered by that.
That he kept shilling too much.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, there's nothing wrong with shilling either because it's someone you actually do care about or just for comedic reasons.
Yeah. Also,
I mean,
Lethality,
everyone remembers
okay.
the funny little jokes we used to like about Linus and bears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't know Linus Sebastian very much, do you?
Hey, Lethality, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Yeah.
Should I repeat what I said to Lethality
Okay.
really quickly? I'll try to be quicker.
On that, we were
Like,
just
I was
talking about Linus Sebastian, his former love of bears, but okay, you go back to your topic, Papa G.
I was just talking about a YouTuber I used to really like, but I have like since like really grown like distant from him. And like it was this YouTuber. He was actually a kind of unique YouTuber. He was called Mother's Basement. He did a lot of video game, and like anime videos, and like his main bread and butter, like his main series was analyzing opening or endings to like animes or whatnot, like those little things you see at the very beginning or endings of animes to like say this is what they're trying to communicate to the viewer or whatnot or blah blah blah. And I really liked that because it was something unique, something you don't really see a lot on YouTube, and I subscribed to him. And like for a while, everything was fine, everything was good. But at one point, he started taking a lot of brand deals. Like he would like show in his videos like this site or this thing, that thing. Like he did so much to the point where he would.
Be sure to use this code on G2A.
Yeah, and like he it got to the point where he himself even joked in videos saying like, "Hey guys, I'm the show master," but it wasn't really funny because he would say like, "Hey, I'm the show master," then he would go right back to showing something or whatnot. And like for a while, it wasn't too bothersome for me because I'm like, YouTubers do that. But like the point where red flags started to go out off in my head was when like he was analyzing all of the openings to Naruto, and literally he stopped the video 7 times, 7 different times in the video to shill for Naruto Online. Like he'd just be in the middle of the video, and then he would say, "Much like Naruto Online, which you can play now at blah 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 or whatnot." I was like, okay, that's bad, but he got a lot of backlash for that, so maybe he'll improve. And
No.
he did not. Yeah, he did not improve. Things like only got worse. He continued to chill for things. It came like even more. His video quality continued to decrease. Things just got really bad, and like the ultimate and the video that was the ultimate straw that broke the camel's back. Like the one thing that like made me the video that made me unsubscribe to him. Like I was already getting annoyed from him, but like this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Was when he made a video analyzing the opening to Rick and Morty, and he did the whole video in a really terrible, obnoxious Rick and Morty impression that he himself in the video admitted was terrible. And in the opening of the video, in the annoying Rick and Morty voice, he was shilling for some like website, and like the whole time, and like during the video, he was like, "Oh, there's some guy doing a shitty Rick and Morty impression." So like he was ultimately openly saying in the video, "What I'm doing is fucking stupid and bad, but here I'm gonna do it anyway." And it was just really awful, really unfunny, and it was just the straw that broke the camel's back. And I was finally like, okay, I have to unsubscribe from you. And it was really disappointing for me because, like, I felt like his main concept was very interesting and unique, which was analyzing anime openings and endings and stuff. But like that charm can only go so long when you're a bad YouTuber, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also learned recently he's also written some episodes for game series, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Now I gotta go kill myself.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just really annoying because in his early days he seemed very humble and very like just like when like he wasn't taking ad sponsorships, he was like very humble and sort of like a cool guy to be around and listen to. But like once he started making like brand deals, like he kind of got noticeably like more and more, not only lower quality but more and more shiller. Another funny thing was like around the time he started doing stuff for Crunchyroll, he made a video like about that was very anti-piracy. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to implicate him on anything, but I'm just saying I find it very suspicious how around the time he started doing stuff for Crunchyroll, he just so happened to also make a very strongly anti-piracy video. You know, almost seems a little suspicious, wouldn't you say?
Huh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry for
so many memes I have downloaded to a 4K video downloader. I have freaking the Bully Hunters clapping thing.
Oh.
I got Jonah Jameson laugh or the.
Yeah. Sorry for telling that long, annoying story, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I even got the "This is America" meme. Oh my god, why do I have so many memes?
Because they're great.
Because as they say, this is America.
Mm.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people go, hey. Oh yeah, here's another unpopular opinion. The song stops the video.
What?
This is America. The song sucks without the video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Probably. But, again, I'm sorry for going on that long tangent, guys. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we keep you on the podcast.
Right.
You know, when you're off
Yeah,
the
also-
podcast, there's a lot
everyone.
of dead space.
Right. I hope you guys found it at least somewhat interesting. Did you find it somewhat
I was disconnected
interesting?
from most of it, so.
Yeah. So the one time you were kicked off the podcast by Windows, Papa G, there was tons of dead space.
Okay. Also, I'm curious, non-inquisitor. Lethality. You were saying something about God of War beforehand, before you got cut off earlier. Do you want to finish what you were saying?
All right. God of War was fairly hyped. I was hyped for it, even though I didn't have a PS4 at the time. But I thought, hey, soon I'll be able to emulate it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I eventually just thought, I'm not waiting for emulation. I'll just go down to the pawn shop and get the PS4 there for like 150. Got it. Got God of War. I put it in, started playing, and I'm like, hey, this isn't too bad.
Yeah.
It's like the only PS4 game that I worthy of Game of the Year. Actually, no, yeah, it's the only PS4 game. The only Sony game that I believe should be best of all time is Persona 5.
Oh yeah, boy. 10 out of 10. I totally approve with that
Papa G's
statement.
finally
I
found a
played
new friend, hasn't he?
Persona 4 on the emulator.
Mm.
That intro, that little dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
I also like.
I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah. I also kind of like the remake they did for the Vita. You can probably find an emulated version on that somewhere.
Sorry,
The only
I bought
annoying. Oh, okay. Oh, you have a Vita?
No, I don't have a Vita.
Oh, okay. In that case, you
For
should
what?
look up. I would highly recommend playing Persona 4 Golden emulated on like some. I don't know. I'm sure there's an emulator out there that emulates the Vita version. The only problem is it has one annoying kind of Mary Sue-ish character. But everything else it adds is like pretty good. Like it allows
Okay,
you.
I'm back.
What? Oh, hi. One thing it adds is you being able to be friends with the serial killer.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Anyway, also another game that I think is worthy of Game of the Year. That was on PlayStation 4. However, won't be for much longer. Is the Yakuza game. So be sure to check those out. Lethality.
I honestly played that Yakuza 0 into it.
Okay.
Well, I'm not saying it's bad. It's not my cup of tea.
No, I understand. I'm joking around. That just means I have to
You
kill you.
dare
now.
say a PS4 game's bad? I'm gonna block you.
Yeah. I'll do the JTech on you. I guess I mean different things.
Actually, no. I was in the process of making a meme. The every year it's gonna have I was gonna have this entire clip of JTech basically saying stuff. All of a sudden, it's gonna say JTech enters a ring. It's gonna be for Tanga.
Oh, it's for Tanga.
Tanga said something, and then JTech.
I'm sorry,
You're right
man.
there.
You're cutting in and out for some reason.
Game. JTech just as soon as Fertanga just says something negative to him, JTech walks off the screen. And it's the whole elimination on. Then it goes game. That's it.
Damn.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I'm trying to think now.
Actually, no, speaking of which, the whole Rainbow Six Siege insta ban for using special words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard of
you'd
that.
be banned probably.
I decided to test this theory, and the first thing I did was type in fag right out of the blue, and I got banned. I'm like, all right, that's fair. Then I started playing the game normally, and I said, I wonder what happens if I do it. I typed in screw you, banned. I'm like, huh? What's your problem with screws, huh, Ubisoft? I see you're screwist.
Well, I have a feeling that's not going to last long. People are going to be not happy about that.
Yeah.
The next thing, traps aren't gay, and then I get banned. I got banned for 2 hours.
Why would you get banned for that? Are you homophobic, Ubisoft?
You don't like traps, huh?
Or wait, would that not even be homophobia if traps aren't gay? Oh, the eternal debate continues.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Haley Sally, I need your help now. I was trying to argue with these two chuckle fucks several podcasts ago that, traps aren't gay. And they're insistent that traps are gay. So can you please help me convince them that traps...
they are not gay. The only way how they can be gay is if you know that it's there. If you know it's there and you still go for it, it's gay. Okay? That's how it is.
Yeah, so I don't
If you don't know, then immediately...
Yeah, I think you'd probably find out during the actual act, though.
Yeah, that'll be like... that's like the biggest surprise. Surprise, the surprise butt sex meme.
Yeah.
Every time I think, if you don't know it's there. Actually, you know what? I just thought of something. If you know a trap has a dick, then it's a trap. But if you don't know a trap has a dick, then isn't it an ambush?
I guess so. All I have to say is, there's certain levels of traps. There's the ugly traps, there's the beautiful traps, and then there are the traps that are so beautiful and so amazing that even if you find out they have a dick, you'd still be like, yeah, I'd tap it. There are, admit it, there are some traps you've seen that are like that.
Understand?
No, it's just me.
Look, you can hate it all you want, you can call me gay, but I don't care. Traps aren't gay. I'm a fully packaged surprise.
That's one way to look at them, I suppose.
I have that shit pinned to my Twitter.
Yeah, you pinch
The
your
first
Twitter.
one- the moment you click on my Twitter, that's the first thing you see.
Yeah, I have to say though, like I think the biggest thing with traps, I'm not a design person, but like I think one big things that like that really convince people that traps are traps is like not necessarily their body types and whatnot, like that plays a role too, but like I think it's their eyes. Like, hear me out on this. Like certain, like the way certain characters are drawn, like a lot of times when they want them to look manly, they give them a certain type of eyes, or their eyes look a lot more dainty.
Yeah, they look
when they're
female,
not
but then they
traps.
turn out to have a doll.
Yeah, my point is the most convincing aspect to a trap is the eyes, and
Correct.
I just realized how weird this sounds. This is a great podcast you have, guys. I think we have something
One
special.
thing, which I actually have a coffee mug that has a. It's from a Rizzy. You know, he does a little bit of the trap art, but it says, "I'm not Zelda, but I can be your princess."
Yeah.
Mug. I have a mug that says that.
That sounds
is good.
fun. That sounds great.
Well, now that Link has been wearing the Gerudo outfit, I guess it was bound to happen. So much trap art.
Oh my god.
You can
Why not?
tweet me
Hell,
all
we
you
had
want.
Cloud Strife dressed
I'm
as a
keeping this
stripper.
mug.
And then it'd be one thing I'm not for the Final Fantasy VII remake overall, but one scene I'm looking forward to for that remake is I'm looking forward to see how they handled the cross-dressing scene. I'm also looking forward to see what the reaction will be, because this is the current year. You got to remember that.
I'm
So,
more curious as to what the Honeybee Inn is going to look like.
that will be interesting, but I'm still stand by. I think like the cross-dressing scene most interesting because think of our current year, the current year where like politics, SJW stuff, blah blah blah, communist, Trump, everything. How are they going to handle that scene? Are they going to just keep it completely unchecked, or are they
They
just
have to
going to be
handle
like,
it. They don't have to handle it at all.
yeah, maybe they could just skip the scene and be like, oh, Cloud actually breaks in or does this or that.
Wait, there would be there's a meme that, a meme, yeah. So there's a you mean to tell me that there's a part in
The Honeybee Inn will be
7
censored.
No,
Well, it was already
Operation
sort of,
Honeybee, go.
I'm looking at a GameFAQs site. It says
yeah, honey.
they're saying that the Honeybee Inn's going to be censored.
Well, the Honeybee Inn was originally censored in its initial release. Like the Honeybee Inn in the Japanese version is a lot more raunchy than in like the American release. Like apparently, like there's a lot more raunchy stuff in that.
Well, yeah, it is basically a brothel. It should be.
Yeah, I know, but like I think you could come across. I think like there's some fucked up shit in there. Like I think you could come across a little girl's panties or something, which is like really creepy. That's getting into like FBI level territories of creepy.
Oh, look, it's
Like,
a dark world. What do you expect to find in there?
Yeah, but that's like Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC levels of creepy.
You're not more creeped out by the fact that there's a whole bunch of buff men sharing a hot tub with
Yeah,
with
I
Cloud?
didn't really get that scene. I didn't understand why that was there. Why?
Well, it's obviously for it was for fan service. Don't you get it? So people could.
No.
It was for so team preview.
Fans of what?
I
for-
just found that
it's
scene
a very-
extremely awkward. Like, why was that
It
there?
was a very specific type of
What
fetish
about the
that
fact
people
that you have
have.
to get? What about the fact that Cloud has to get a wig out of a? What about the fact that Cloud's wig actually comes from inside a guy's?
Yeah,
Well,
let's
it's
not
part
do
of the
that.
fetish thing. That's like I said, it's part of the fetish. It's all part of a specific fetish people have, or they like seeing 8-bit or whatever bit or low-res video game characters in certain states and like jacking off to that.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, V.
That
Don't
someone
lie.
would jack off to a guy hiding a wig in his crotch. Please explain.
Since
Actually, don't explain. Let's get away from that. topic.
Don't
since
explain.
we're in, okay, I have something funny to say. This is a joke I'm ripping off
Ladies and
somewhere
gentlemen,
else.
this podcast has just entered 18 plus. Welcome.
Oh, it's about to get even worse. Okay.
It entered 18 plus the moment Lethality came on, let's be honest.
Can I tell you a funny conversation some Let's Play like I heard recently from a YMS? I think it's really funny, and I think very appropriate fitting this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like what they were talking about, him and his buddy was talking about was this is YMS, by the way. Apparently, like they're asking his chat, like them, how do I come out to my parents and tell them I'm a furry? And they brought up two ways they could tell your parents I'm a furry, that you're a furry. The first way is a suicide note. The second way they had first way you can tell your parents that you're a furry is via suicide note. The second way the second way
I wasn't expecting that.
is that lethality left, or is that
I was
Inquisitor?
expecting that of all
The
things.
first way through a suicide note. Well, what's the second way
Yeah.
then?
The second way is to get like a $1,200, really like a $1,200,000 fursuit, like a wolfman or like a bear or something. Like really,
Nice.
really don't skimp out on it. Then get a shirt to wear over it that says "It's not a phase, Mom." And that's how you can come out to being a furry.
Uh,
Oh god.
And I have to admit, both ways.
Y'all can do your furry stuff as long as I get invited to the orgies. You know what I'm saying? Up top.
yeah.
I have to say, either way sounds like really good ways to tell your parents that you're a furry. Both ways sound really great. I'm personally partial to the first way, but like maybe that's just me.
The first one's the best one.
Yeah.
Why would you be partial to any way at all? Like,
Just go say, Mom, I'm a furry. They're done. And she asks, what the hell is that? Just say, don't worry, it's good, I swear.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be more impressive though to get like a $1,200,000 thing and just have that? It's not a phase, Mom. Wouldn't that be like more shocking and amazing though?
I mean, maybe she'll buy him a Barney suit, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But listen. Toy companies are already training kids to become furries. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Have you ever walked down a girl's toy aisle and noticed the freaking cat ears and a little belt that makes it? They're training. They're learning.
You guys ready to get? Right? Do you guys want to get a little more edgy? I have a great opinion to share with you guys.
No, we're going to Edge Nation territory. I'll have to make sure to put that in the title.
What are you guys' thoughts on World War II?
Which World War II?
Well, it happened.
World War
Part.
II. I feel it's a bit underrated. You know, I feel like there were some ideas during that time that a lot of people really hard
There was
on.
one
that-
idea I 100%
think-
supported, and that was the killing of the young.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying what. I'm just saying there were some ideas that I think like
There was a certain
yeah, there was a certain individual. Yeah, there was a certain individual who had some pretty good ideas, and that I think would have.
Let me
gone
cut you
really
off right
well,
there and say
but-
Let me cut you off right there and say any justification for Hitler's actions deserves a shot through the head
Right,
with a
Hitler.
Mhm.
I wasn't talking
12.
The only thing he did wrong was get caught.
Hitler. I wasn't talking about my great aunt. I wasn't talking about Hitler. I was talking about my great aunt's lemonade industry. She had a great idea. People told her they were stupid.
He's lying. He's talking about Hitler.
So like, I was trying to do a bait and switch where it sounds like I was trying to do a bait and switch where it sounds like I'm talking about Hitler, but then I'm like say something that's like mundane and like not so bad. So, but you guys ruined the joke. So, so that was a great one,
Well, who do you
Lethality.
expect
Lethality.
people to talk about?
You see, here's your problem. Listen, a joke has to be quick, gut pun.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
For example, let's say that you say something. Let's say something about the Jews, and I'd be like, "Zia!" There, done, go, joke. Which I
Yeah.
actually did in a video once, but I did that part. I was talking about Ben. I was talking about Ben Shapiro, and I sneezed, and I said, "Zia!" Oh, sorry about that.
That reminds me, a really funny tweet I came across recently. But it literally said, "Why hasn't Ben Shapiro killed himself? I'm seriously asking because I see no reason why he should want to live." All I could think during that was,
Costs too
Jesus
much money.
Christ, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, you certainly hate Ben Shapiro. I can see that.
I hate Ben Shapiro. What's he done?
I don't know. I mean, he says a lot of things that I support. I don't know why. Oh wait, we're not making this political. Stop.
Yeah, no.
I don't listen to Ben Shapiro, so I have no opinion on him.
We are not going to become Angry Joe, Jim Sterling, Tobuscus. I can name several more.
They're just gone political. Yeah.
Or Yahtzee, for that matter.
Anita did nothing wrong.
With Yahtzee, he at least tries to make his political jokes actually funny. So I can give him that.
I honestly, when in my
I don't know. He
video,
invented the PZ Master Race, and then it went all downhill from there.
Yeah.
He invented the PC Master Race, and you mean he invented the past PC Master Race, and everyone else perfected it?
No, there's no perfecting him. There's no perfecting an insult to a PC gaming community.
Oh, it's not really an insult at this point. It's like sort of like a badge of pride people wear nowadays.
I'm a meme in itself.
Yep.
Retard. That's like saying a retard is a badge of honor within our today's society. Oh wait.
Oh, no, it's funny. You want to know what's one meme I want to create? There's one meme I want to create that involves like maybe you three guys like pictured over some stick figures, and me like it would go like me like, you know the meme where a guy is like jokes on them. I was just pretending to be retarded. Do you guys know that meme?
No, not really.
No, I'm sorry. This is going back to the whole Final Fantasy thing, but like I don't see how they can say they want to censor the Honeybee Inn when you have a picture of Shiva in Final Fantasy 15 looking like the only thing she's got on her is framed jewelry.
I have a question. If you're going to censor the Honeybee Inn, are you going to censor Tifa as well? I mean, even in the original game, her boobs are flopping everywhere.
If you veil her boobs, the game's an instant 0 out of 10, and there's no way they can redeem themselves.
I mean,
can't
Tifa
believe
is
it.
literally the character with the most porn about her.
Where Ian? Oh yeah, you're right.
He's got quite a bit of.
Yes, and don't ask me how I know that.
I have an entire folder.
Yuffie has quite a bit.
Right now.
Yuffie has quite a bit of loli art about her.
Okay, wait.
Loli?
One thing.
Wait.
One thing.
Yeah, what'd you call it? You call it loli?
There's quite a bit of
loli.
Yep, she does. Don't ask me how I know that.
Right?
I'll be sure to call the FBI for you guys.
FBI, open up! We got loli.
Okay, first off, let's say this one at a time. First off, lethality. You were saying you got a whole folder full of something. What do you have a whole folder of?
I have it categorized under Tifa. We'll leave it at that.
Okay, and Inquisitor.
500 gigabytes.
Okay, and Inquisitor. That Tifa has a lot of lolly porn of her. Were you doing some?
No, he said loli.
I said Yuffie.
Yuffie. How do you know, though? Have you done some research on the subject?
You have
Google
some more.
and things. You hit Google and things show up. Okay.
Okay.
Can you sauce me some of that? I need to add more to the collection.
I mean, you can find a fully rendered naked version of Ellen Page from Beyond Two Souls. So
Anything human if you do that. That's the thing.
no, she totally does. I looked it up and she looks totally human. There was too much effort. I looked up Ellen Page from Beyond Two Souls and it looks way too detailed to just
she doesn't look very. The rest of her body doesn't look very realistic when you see the full model.
Oh, more effort was put in. Well, like the fact that some effort was put in at all is creepy to me.
So
we
now
all
we
agree
get
to that?
into Papa G's obsession with David Cage.
Not so much an obsession; it's the idea that they actually went out of their way to make a fully modeled rendered version of Ellen Page, and like they never showed it off in the game. So my question is, what the fuck were they doing with that naked model? And like, if it's so innocent and whatnot, why did Ellen Page threaten to sue Sony over it?
She didn't.
Yeah, she did.
This is about to be a Harvey Weinstein situation. We don't stop right now.
Well, David Cage has accused of sexually harassing his employees, so
David
He
Cage is
hasn't.
straight up like, hey, you want to be in my game? You better drop them pants. You know what I'm saying?
David
Well,
Cage
I'm sure
and
he's not the only game developer who's ever done that.
Yeah.
To be
I mean,
fair,
I'm sure Hideo Kojima, when he was having the thing, it was the animation actress for Quiet, the actress was like, it's going to be a strong female character, right? Oh, yeah, sure it is. Kojima, you can see that smile on his face.
I still remember Kojima still feel bad for ogling Quiet when you find out the reason why he's like that. Meanwhile, long after you find out the reason, the game is ogling Quiet.
Reason ever to have like wank material in a game.
Yeah, and he could feel bad when you learn behind it. Meanwhile, the rest of the game continues to ogle her, and I'm like, do you want to feel bad, Kojima, or do you want to like jack off?
You've already done it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
The deed's been done. It's too late.
Well, you can feel bad for a character, you'd still jack off to it. Papa G, it's not bad.
That is true. I know from experience. You can feel shame and lust at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That we can. Maybe we should start getting away from this topic. I don't know yet.
Probably, yeah.
Before Papa G starts going on about what he's ashamed about being aroused to. That's not the kind of podcast this is.
I have. First off, I have no shame.
That. Oh, you're lucky. I have loads of shame. That's the only reason why I'm so scared all the time, because I have too much shame.
I could legitimately just say everything that I enjoy, whatever, pornograph wise, and I could sit back and let all the Twitter comments come in.
I don't have really fucked up fetishes, but if I were to ever tell you guys my fetishes, you'd be like, "Oh, that's it? Like, you're into that softcore shit or that weird thing?" It's like
You
very
have not
weird.
met me.
But like my stuff is like very weird and very precise. And if you found about it, you'd be like, "Really? You're into like that?" And you wouldn't be disgusted. You'd just be like, "Not only that softcore, but that's so specific and so weird that like you guys would just be like never take me seriously again." Not you never take me seriously again, but you know what I mean. Anyway, what sort of fetishes do you have, Dolphin?
We're discussing our fetishes now.
We already
Hey.
know what. We already know one fetish. It's called Big Teddy.
Me and Lethality vaguely describes our fetishes, so it's only right that everyone else
Vaguely,
describes theirs.
bro. I will say it right now.
Okay, what is it?
All right, I'll give you 5.
12-year-old.
Okay, no, not that. No.
Damn.
I didn't even hear the rest of it, and I don't want to
let's-
know what it was.
All right. All right, hang on. Let me open up the folder.
Oh god, he has to open up the folder.
Remember, I said I have it all categorized.
5 minutes to load like mine does? Uh-oh.
All right,
We
let's
don't-
see. Actually, my one folder, that's just, I have it labeled as Overwatchy. I don't know why. Let's
Well, there's
see,
plenty of
let's see.
Overwatch porn out there, so I guess you can use
All
it.
right, let's see. Well, the entire folder takes up 2 terabytes, so.
God.
Really?
What the fuck could it be?
Okay, all right, here it is. All right.
I don't
Hentai.
think.
Video content in there, and not just pictures, because if it's just
Hold on a
pictures...
second. Hold on a second. It's not pictures, it's videos and pictures. Let's see
Okay,
here.
like, I don't know if we can show this.
Okay, here
on
it is.
YouTube.
Here it is. Yeah, we can't.
Yeah,
Here
just
it is.
put it
It's,
in not safe for work if you're gonna put it in the podcast. That's what it's there for.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. All right. I'm not gonna curse this entire Discord with my folder.
Have you
Oh my
seen the
God.
kind of stuff that's in my not safe for work folder? It's already cursed.
Oh god, I forgot I have an ML folder. I don't want that to be there.
ML folder. What does ML stand for?
All right, here
Dolphin,
it
did
is.
you just
Let me
say
tell
that your
you
thing's already cursed? It's that bad.
I have plenty of stuff
All right,
already in my not
here
safe
we
for
go.
work
All right, here we go.
folder. I say you can't
Here we go.
possibly make it worse.
I'm
than it already
scared. I'm really scared now. I'm really scared.
Oh yeah, all right, it's okay. It's good. All right, let's see. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's see. I have furry.
I like that YouTube video that I
Hentai.
posted a while back.
I have one labeled. I have one labeled Pokemon.
Oh God.
Hang on. Hold on. Shut up. All right, let's see. Oh, here. Sort of. Why do I have Sword Art Online as one?
What?
is. Well, there is that tentacle rape scene, I guess, from Sword Art Online, and yes,
I've
that
seen
does
it.
exist for people who haven't seen it.
I have one labeled under Rule 34.
Sword Art Online is so weird, tonally weird for me.
MLP.
At least it's not Berserk.
Oh no, we're not doing Berserk. I love Berserk, but no, I will not have that as a category.
Oh yeah, that's like, oh god.
I have one
careful.
labeled under memes, but I think that's actually just a folder full of memes. Let me double
Rape
check.
Wars?
Yeah, just memes. I don't have. All right, let's see. There's what else? Oh, here. There's a BT anime, or BT hentai, which I believe means big titty hentai. Let's see what else.
I know there's one hentai.
Here. I have one said trap. The other one that says futta. All right,
Or
that's it. That's all
shit
we're
on
going
your
through.
computer.
I have way too many.
I know one hentai where it's about a bunch of green penises that have wings that are trying to get into other women's vaginas. I haven't actually seen it, but I've heard of it.
God, I love Japan.
Are you sure you weren't just on mushrooms?
No, I'm certain it's
Yeah,
a
I'm
thing.
sure it exists.
I'm absolutely certain that it's a
It's one of the rules of Japan. If it's something weird, you'll usually find it there.
Oh wait, hey, I have this in my memes folder. Hang on, wait, it's processing. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh wait, I have
Such
two
a
different meme
weird
folders.
podcast. This is turning into be.
I have memes and offensive memes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there it is. I put it in general.
General?
I don't even know where I got that from.
Rabbit hole. Oh god.
If it's just memes, I'm fine with it.
It's not showing up for me for some reason.
Oh,
Not enough
speaking of which,
space.
the recent,
Now, if there's anything pornographic
Oh,
or
wait,
anything
oh, wait.
from JTech TV, put it in the not safe for work
That,
section.
that first image is perfect because at the bottom the broken JPEG says not enough space.
I can't see it. Someone send it to me. I can't see it.
I currently can't manipulate
General.
Discord, but so I'll look at it later. I mean, it can't be
Oh,
any
yeah,
worse than the
also-
pictures that Inquisitors sent
Android
me.
21. I may look like an adult, but technically I'm not even 10. Aw.
and then there's Shadowman. Oh,
Yeah. Well, it can't be any worse than some of the pictures Inquisitors sent me before.
Yeah.
I think it was some Pokemon.
first off, I like Shadman's art. I will not discredit an artist for what they draw.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna post
isn't he the
memes
guy
so
that
I don't have
everyone's
memes
trying to
chat.
kick off Twitter at the moment? Is that him?
I think Pokemon related. I'm not that horrible.
No, remember there were some pictures you showed me and said, "Hey, could this be taken out of context?"
Oh, those weren't artistic renditions. Those were just screenshots from the game.
I completely forgot I had this.
I love how deep does the rabbit hole go.
Have you seen that show?
Yes, I've seen Zootopia.
Not Zootopia. I mean Shimoneta.
No, I have not.
Oh,
but I know
that
that. I know that
reputation.
look from anywhere. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta watch that show. Angela.
I think I remember watching one episode and I saw that and I'm like, wow, that's a good looking girl. And it's like surprise. I'm like, oh wow, okay. I don't know what to think. Like there's some problems here.
My favorite is how deep does the rabbit hole go, and at the very edge it says not enough space.
Yeah.
Gotta watch Shimoneta or however it's pronounced. Sounds like a funny show.
Shimoneta, a world in which dirty jokes does not exist. Or no, a world where the concept of
Yeah.
dirty jokes doesn't exist.
Yeah, that show.
Yeah.
From what I understand, it's a really kind of raunchy,
it's
pretty
supposed
funny
to be.
type of show. Yeah.
Funny. It's this out of
I
nowhere.
forgot him.
FBI, open up. What other memes do I have? Let me see. Oh, I got this one right here. Skip the click for hentai one. Go ahead, click it. I dare you. See what happens.
That's kind of funny.
Oh, you're looking at the one with the KKK in there. It's an interviewer. How exactly did you end up like this? And it says KKK. I don't know. We just gave Black Panther a 9 out of 10, and this happened.
Well, if they gave it 9 out of 10,
Here's my reaction to that.
My question is, if they like Black Panther, wouldn't that mean like wouldn't they be more fond of black people instead of away from black people? Or is it a joke that like because they gave Black Panther 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10, they got harassed by black people?
Both.
Probably. I was like, you don't give Black Panther a perfect 10 out of 10? I don't know why you would. It's not like it was that great a movie.
The good, the bad, both are saying the exact same thing. You know what's funny? I used to know a person who was actually a complete and utter pedophile, and he tried to defend it, and I'm like, why?
You can't defend that.
It was weird because he was like, I obey the law. You see, I can't do it here, but I'll go to some place like Vietnam where the age of consent is 13. I'm like, okay, you need to stop.
Yet you're saying this while you post memes. You're decrying pedophilia while you're also posting memes like when her ass is 10, but so is her age. Are you sure you're not a pedophile?
It's not as bad as this here.
Okay.
Stop. No. Stop. Them BLM supporters, they can take our statues, time to take theirs. It's KFC's.
What has my Discord turned into? I do wonder that sometimes.
Revive.
What is? I'm confused what she had. Like the one that says Oni-chan. What is this? What is she holding? I don't get it.
I believe they're
I think I know what
pussy.
it is. I know what it is. I know what it is.
I also have a bunch of.
Seriously asking that question?
Oh, it took me a second. I didn't.
Are
look
you
like
younger
one.
than we thought, Papa G, all this time?
No,
Do you not know these things?
Oh, really? Try this one on for size. Hold up.
Oh God. Oh God. You know, this isn't in the not safe for work section.
It's not sexual. It's nothing explicit. It's just suggestive. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not from JTech TV, so it doesn't have to be in the not safe for work section.
I wonder what would happen if I post my entire collection on Twitter.
Oh, well, you probably get suspended for that one. Or maybe not. I mean, there's pornographic stuff on Twitter. Don't ask me how I know that.
Yeah, I follow Shadman. What do you think?
This one's pretty good. Hang on.
I like how at first we were talking about we're doing some stuff for the podcast, and now it's now we've assaulted into talking about memes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, without memes, what is life?
I wish memes.
A good life. Memes without life is a good life. I'm just kidding.
I mean, what do we have if not for memes?
You want memes?
I will grant you memes. Copy and paste. How's life? Very hard.
Should Lillian be hard for DolphinVi to edit? He's gonna have to edit some of these images in so people at home know what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh, really? Try to edit this one in, boy.
If you've watched my video, I gave you Papa G. Editing in images is just not hard.
So Lethality, try this one.
Yeah. It's another announcement. Papa G will soon be hosting the podcast eventually.
Wait, what is that? Wait, what is that? Who is that, Piccolo?
I think it's Piccolo, but I honestly don't know.
It's a green anonymous character putting on a rubber glove.
That's it. Oh my god, I completely forgot I had this meme too. Hang on. Not that one, this one. I don't even know where I got that from. Oh
God, that looks like a demon from Doom. What the fuck?
Holy fuckles, that's Knuckles.
Even demons from Doom aren't safe from being sexualized now, apparently.
Of course not. Ever heard of H-Doom?
That is true.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen creatures from Minecraft being sexually personified now, so why the hell not?
God, God.
Yeah, it's true. There's actually a visual novel that does that.
Make fun of
visual-
Fritanga's name. Fritanga.
Oh my God. Hold on. You know, this is an actual picture from a newspaper I actually found.
I'll have to read. I'll have to
there's
read
a
the
sto-
whole article.
There's a story. There's a story to this. I went to go get some gas, and I decided, hey, I'll go inside and get me some gas. Get a gas station hot dog, and I was like, hey, what's on the newspaper? I just see that, and I'm like, yo, I need to buy this.
Do you remember what the
Actually,
article was about?
Hey, Lethality,
I-
back to offensive memes. Are you ready for this?
Of course I am. How are you ready for?
I'm sure
this?
I'm sure it's not.
Trust me. That's nothing. Ready for this?
Oh God. Okay, we're getting.
I was drinking iced coffee. You cunt. And I love this because I'm actually black and I'm laughing at this. You see, as a black man, I can laugh at my at-home racial jokes.
Oh my. Here's a question. Like, I am curious. Not inquisitor. At least now. I remember seeing a picture once somewhere on Twitter. I can't remember where, but it was like the last. I don't know this. I'm backwards. I'm a 20.
Let me put it out backwards for you. There. There you go. Done. That's how you spell it backwards.
B-U-S bus A-N-U-T. Bus. Oh, I see. It took me a
There
bit.
you go.
Uh,
I found a cartoon picture of the President Howard and signed it from telling him, now let's see where this goes. Or try this one on for size. Remember that time you got the thing?
Remember that time you forgot the
Try this one.
I love that. And, okay, we're just posting me. Oh my God.
Dozen Arabs, double penetrate two small, sexy twins. Oh God, what have I done?
Editing this podcast is certainly going to be amusing.
Yeah, it is. Oh wait, here I'm gonna put one Trump one in there. There you go.
I already put a Trump one in there if you look up further.
Inquisitor.
Oh, did I?
I'm not Inquisitor.
Oh, I did.
Lethality. I'm curious. If someone today did in like a shitty comedy movie did a joke where someone wears blackface, and the whole joke is, oh look, this guy in blackface is acting like a black person, how would you feel?
You mean Tropic Thunder?
I was actually referring to a horrible Uwe Boll movie called Blubberella. But sure.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Robert Downey Jr. dressed up in blackface, like I'm the dude disguised as a dude disguised as another dude.
Like there's Uwe Boll.
And a dude disguised as another dude.
Captain America.
Uwe Boll.
Oh, God,
Uwe Boll did a movie called Blood Rain 3, and then he did like a self-parody film called Blubberella.
Right.
And literally Blubberella is just like Blood Rain 3, but it's like it's a fat girl this time, and she likes food. And like there's literally one joke where in Blubberella where there's this one guy in blackface, and he just says over and over again, hey, I went to jail 80 times. He just says that over and over again 6 times, because apparently that's supposed to be funny.
That is not a legit picture, is it?
That is.
That is a legit.
It is legit. I on my own life, I guarantee that's a legit picture.
Where the fuck is the letter P?
Hey, that's the problem. Ah, God, I wish I could tell you I went through the entirety of my of my meme folder, but I have like 3 other meme folders here. I have this one too.
I can believe that.
Raider versus that looks like a thumbnail for a video. I mean, not the one I just posted, the one above it.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah.
You mean I don't have to pick it and I can eat it? The black kid right next to it.
This is getting really racist.
You see, as a black person, I'm more racist than y'all whiteys.
You know, I love how this podcast has just turned into Inquisitor and posting memes in the Discord chat.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
It's always amusing to see where it's gonna go.
Kanye's racist. Black people can't be racist. Oh my god.
Unpopular opinion. I don't understand why anyone ever takes Kanye seriously.
I don't, but I like his music.
No, I know some of his music is good, but my problem is there's like a lot of people were like, oh yeah, Kanye's speaking some truth and whatnot, and I'm like, why are you taking Kanye seriously? He's the same guy who like says shit and doesn't think constantly. Like, you think he thought it through when he went on like stage and said, "Yeah, this other person deserves the Oscar" or whatnot. He doesn't think him through. He just says stuff and like act.
Mm-hmm.
You may and now listen. I wish I took this picture, but it wasn't me. that guy's face.
I think he's holding a gun.
Oh yeah, you're right. I see you're a man of culture as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's open up the offensive memes tab. All right, perfect. Now I'm ready for
So no
the
trap memes tab. I thought you'd be more than that, Lethality.
the Joker. Oh yeah, you're right. You need to make a trap section of this Discord.
I'll do that then.
Right.
I mean, I know it's gonna come eventually, so I might as well just.
I'm sorry, I'm about to post some really offensive ones, so be ready to censor.
Oh god. Okay. Hey, it's Elliot Rodger. Hey, it's... Wait,
Yeah.
why is John Bain drinking with Elliot Rodger? Wanna know what's funny? Oh, I get it, shooters. Oh, it's not John Bain. I was wrong.
It's a bunch of shooters. What do you think?
I thought one of them was Total Biscuit for some reason. He kind of
No.
looked like one. Oh yeah, can I tell you something funny? There's this one
Sure.
YouTuber called Monkey. There's one I don't know. I've told you guys about Monkey Jones, but Monkey Jones is actually obsessed with Elliot Rodger. Like, he's made several joke videos about him. He's also made several serious videos talking about like what Elliot went through or what Elliot did and whatnot. He even made, oh my god, Monkey Jones made a book called The Diary of Supreme Gentleman, and he literally told the story of Elliot Rodger, but he did it in the same style of The Diary of the Wimpy. No,
Never mind. Sorry.
No, even better.
I was hoping
Even
you.
No, he did a book called The Diary of Supreme Gentleman, but he did it in the style of the Diary of the Wimpy Kid books. I'm not fucking with you. And you can buy it on.
By the way, Dolphin, you remember you said about that one scene in Sword Art Online? Well, here you go.
You know, tentacle rape scene.
That was
Well,
such
it's
a terrible
in there.
anime. It had opportunity, it had a chance, but then they just ruined it.
Like, Sword Art Online is so tonally, because it's like, on one hand it wants to act super serious. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's
Should
so...
cook with that. It's just a guy crying. Try this one. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not sorry.
So,
Oh wait, this is my favorite. This was my favorite right here.
No, it's sort of online. I considered when every single pair of thing with tits was falling in love with Kirid, so yeah, it was only a matter of time. I mean,
Well,
with
I
something
was
like
gonna
that,
say-
you can't exactly have too many strong women unless the protagonist is a weakling that has to be protected for some
Do
reason.
you even pose?
Like, my problem with Sword Art Online is, that's funny, is that, like, it's trying to be super serious and, like, oh, we're a dark anime, yet it also has...
And yet it's too lighthearted.
Well, like, not only that, there's also scenes where it's like the camera is situated in certain ways where you can see women's butts. So I'm just thinking, am I supposed to take the story seriously, or am I supposed to jack off to that? Because I can't do both, guys. I
Well,
really
you
can't.
see, here's you can me. Well, you haven't met me.
Well, I guess in say for certain cases, I can do both, like maybe Metal Gear Solid or whatnot. But it's like it was trying to be subtle about like the way the camera was. Like the camera would be right up in someone else's butt during a serious
Here's the
scene.
most unsubtle post you'll see from me.
I'm gonna try this one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between a feminist and a suicide vest? A suicide vest actually accomplishes something when it's triggered.
Oh my god. Laughing, but I am.
Yeah.
Oh god, I have so many Muslim ones.
Here's
Let's
something
really
off-
get at you. Okay.
Here's something off topic.
But oh, come on.
Thank you, Xbox. I am. What can I say?
Okay, so I've got a long podcast to edit, and then I've got a trap server to make. Got it.
Hey, maybe
You better ready that sensor bar.
should we oh my god.
Hey, look, we've already gone there, Papa G. Let's just let them hash it out.
Should we end the podcast here? Or
No,
should-
I want more memes.
I mean, we can continue talking even without the just so we don't have to put all this in the videos.
Doesn't have to put it all in the video.
Papa G, remember what kind of podcast this is?
Okay, I guess most of the podcast is just going to be memes.
We are a very big free speech podcast,
I know, just like
and there's very little drama news in this, which is also good.
Yeah, you
And
see-
some drama
News
news.
that aren't actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike other free speech podcasts that aren't actually free speech.
Mm.
You see, we believe in freedom of speech. Therefore, we can make fun of Muslims and black people. Oh, and Jews. Can't forget them. Y'all special. Keep that shit for free.
I also
That one image I'm looking for. I can't seem to find it for some reason.
I know what I
find
find.
my memes funny somehow.
Want to know what's really ironic?
What?
There was
What?
a 9/11 movie made, and Charlie Sheen was in it. But Charlie Sheen's a 9/11.
Forgot. Here's one that I actually made myself.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember that. I know. I didn't make that. I didn't make one that's similar to that.
Like, why is Charlie Sheen 9/11? True, sir.
I found it.
Maybe that was the joke.
Didn't load. Hang on.
And again, now that I think of it, oh yeah, I remember. Okay.
Dealing with Muslims, they got it right the first time. Exactly.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I assumed. And that's kind of sad. Like, I would assume that political cartoon because political cartoons are on the nose. I always hated political cartoons because I feel like they always devalue serious issues and whatnot.
They don't.
Here's for all the soy boys watching the podcast that say that we don't have enough diversity. Here you go.
Do we have any soy boys like that? Is anyone have enough diversity?
Now that's
I hope not.
now that's a good slab of meat. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, so we have plenty of diversity. We have someone from America, England, Canada. I mean, there's plenty of diversity in this podcast.
Canada.
No.
Yeah, get your white ass out of my fucking country.
You know, I find it like, what was I gonna say? God damn it, I totally.
I mean, that's why it's global gaming. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
kind of means something, people.
Wait, we're called it global gaming something. We're talking about memes.
We're called we changed our name to the Global Gaming Podcast instead of the Dark Cast.
The GGP.
Yeah.
Well, we were worried about getting copyright struck at some point.
Also, did you guys know if you eat too much soy, you'll become a leftist?
I mean, if you drink enough of anything, you eventually lose brain cells.
Well, like according to Paul Joseph, worry
Watson.
about.
According to apologists.
No, according to Paul Joseph Watson, who also chills for an energy drink that has soy in it.
I'm sorry, who?
Paul Joseph Watson, he's a real conspiracy theorist.
I don't listen to people like that.
I
found
do
it
just-
He's actually entertaining at times.
I only listen to him just to laugh at him.
Yeah. Though he was right about feminists being ugly. I'm guessing Papa G doesn't like that.
It's just so unprofessional. I don't know.
But he was right.
Here's an image I can put down
Not
there.
all feminists. Hashtag not all feminists.
Damn.
Here's the perfect personification of what's happening to our country and our youth.
What? Everyone's slowly starting to like traps.
Acolytes must keep the antidote in a safe place.
Wait for it to load.
And yet, oddly enough, so-called trans activists hate traps. The name is denigrating somehow. Hey, come on, it's led people to accept traps more and more. Why should you hate that?
Oh, speaking of that, I have another controversial gaming opinion. Erica from Catherine is a great betrayal of trans women.
Who?
Okay.
Erica, there's a certain character called Erica in Catherine.
I think Trevor in a tutu is a better representation of a trans woman.
Now, it's kind of funny how it's like, you guys would probably never guess that I'm not a social justice warrior, but I'm very much like the type of person who's like, hey, like gay people to have better representation than trans people or whatnot, you know what I mean? So it's kind of ironic that like I'm participating in this stuff. It's almost as if I have a sense of humor, right?
I'm sure you have a sense of humor, Papa G. I've never doubted that.
I'm not a social justice warrior.
I mean, you wanted to do a podcast with me, first of all. That proves you have a sense of humor.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, DolphinVi.
It's,
Alan.
so I guess we're out of memes now.
Oh no, I just don't have a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, never doubt the power of the memes, Papa G. Don't ever do that.
Should we end here, or what should we do now?
For all those people, oh shit, it's too big. Hang on, I need to find the smaller version.
I legit don't know what else to say.
That's what she said. It's too big. You gotta find a smaller version.
Yeah.
And it's from a video. I actually cut out the part where she paused the video.
Okay.
So, should we end the podcast here?
Yeah, I guess we
Have
could
to?
if we don't have any more news topics.
Oh yeah, there's one thing left, I guess. I think Skyrim's getting another edition somewhere. On something, I don't know what again, though.
Well, Skyrim's on everything now.
I think Todd Howard said he doesn't keep paying for it. In case I can respect that. Anyway, this has been one eventful podcast. I'm sure we won't get anytime soon. I'm Papa G, and I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say. I guess I'll see you later. Bye.
See you next time.
Okay.
So, it was great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
I guess there's a lot of cleaning up to do now in general.
Oh, you have no idea. That's
I'm
all
sorry,
I do.
Dolphin. I'm really sorry, DolphinVi. I'm sorry.
These are the eventful podcasts we remember. So, I guess I'm DolphinVi with Papa G, Inquisitor, and Lethality.
Yeah.
Always nice to know when Papa G's and the Lethality curse strikes again.
Yeah. I hopefully next week I'll be able.
Oh, there it is again. Anyway, goodbye. See you next week. Thanks for watching.